Hey everyone, it's Gamefruitpulp, and welcome back to another news-ish type video. The videos that I never think I'm going to record, but then always end up doing. I don't know if it's something with YouTube, or, well, I do know it's something with YouTube, but I always feel like when these issues come up, I always think to myself, oh, I'll just let them pass, and eventually they'll just go, and then it'll be resolved quickly because this website is popular, and YouTube cares about making sure their website runs properly. And then they never get fixed and they never get resolved, and I always end up having to talk about them. So today we're going to be doing I don't think it's going to be too long, but we're going to be doing a sort of commentary on whether or not YouTube is broken. Now, some would argue, I think myself being one of them to be completely honest, that YouTube has never been fixed, so it could never be broken in the first place. But the big issues that have been coming up recently, there's two big ones. The first one is that the trending page is broken. And the second is that subscribers are just completely whack. And I guess I'll talk about the easier issue first, which is the trending page. I think that the trending page isn't necessarily broken. A lot of the bigger gaming YouTubers are saying it's broken. I don't think that's the case, because simply the trending page, in my opinion, can't be broken. It's not something I don't even think it's something that's done with an algorithm. A lot of people are arguing that it is something done with an algorithm. I think it's very possible that the people at YouTube itself are the ones advertising what is trending and what is not. And it's similar to how Facebook News worked, where somebody was choosing what was considered trending and what was not. Otherwise, when you looked at the trending page, you would see channels like Leafy is here, and I can't think of any of the people. Leafy is here and other roast YouTubers showing up on the main page, especially while their channels is rising. And I can't remember, at least to my memory, ever seeing someone like Leafy on the main page, or Racegum. That was another person I couldn't think of. So I think that there's somebody at YouTube, or a group of people at YouTube, who choose the trending videos just to make sure that it's stuff that makes the company more marketable. Because at the end of the day, YouTube is a company. The trending page isn't supposed to be what's most popular in the moment. It's supposed to be what's the most marketable in the moment. What's going to attract advertisers to the website to put ads on people's videos so the YouTubers and YouTube as a company can make money. Now, to me, I guess the sort of discussion comes when we have to decide, or not we, but the YouTubers have to decide whether they trust YouTube enough to decide this on their own, or whether they're concerned that there is some sort of, for lack of a better word, like underdealings going on with the website, similar to how we saw Facebook blocking right-wing news feeds on their trending page. Is there something similar like that going on at YouTube? Is there a reason that non-left-wing people like Philip DeFranco are not showing up as often on the trending page as he used to, or as he should be? Now, I don't really know if there's anything to that accusation. Again, it's hard to tell, because we don't really know if the trending page is made through people or through an algorithm. If it is the algorithm, I think it's only fair that they tell people how this trending page is created, or how it's based, so that people can sort of strive to fit that algorithm. Because if that's ultimately what you're going to have to go for to get on the trending page, and that's what everyone's going to want to aspire for, which is one of the reasons why I don't think an algorithm is the best course of action for something like the trending page, because you just end up with cookie cutter videos with people trying to fit into a specific set of guidelines in order to show up on the trending page, and that's not how you create good or creative content. But I think that's the less of the two controversial issues. There is a lot of people stirring up sort of dust or controversy over the trending page, but at the end of the day, that's really YouTube's decision how they do it and how they advertise pages. And really, if there's a trending page at all, there's no requirement for YouTube as a website to have a trending page. But if we're moving on to this issue, which I think is the more important issue of subscriber feed being completely broken and completely screwed, this is an issue that YouTube at the core needs to address and needs to resolve. Otherwise, their website is going to face some sort of decline, which is already what's happening. And a lot of people would argue, oh, YouTube's so big that none of these issues matter. But all of this controversy, all this controversy and all of this sort of bad publicity that's been going on with YouTube for the past almost half a year now that I think back about it, has severely affected their viewer base on the website, the amount of time a viewer stays on the website, the amount of times people visit per day. And I saw on this one news article that YouTube's viewership rates have actually dropped almost 50% over this year, compared year-over-year average. So looking at December of last year compared to December of this year, well, it would have been November because we're in December right now, but their monthly year-over-year average has dropped almost 50%. So almost half of the people that came to the website last year are not coming anymore. And from a business perspective, that is terrible. That is the worst thing you can do. As a business, especially on the internet, you want to ensure that you're always growing. You want to ensure that you're always having a positive year-over-year average. So you know you're generating new customers, you're generating new potential revenue. And for YouTube to lose their viewer base by half is showing the problems that they have on this website right now, and showing that if they don't change, I'm going to use an analogy here. I have a BlackBerry cell phone. I've always had a BlackBerry cell phone, and I've always liked them. Except I'll be the first to acknowledge that BlackBerry, at the beginning of their smartphone manufacturing, had the best phone in the industry. And they sat on that phone for 10 years. And because of that, they let everybody catch up, and then they let everybody pass them in the website, in the quality of their product. And the same thing is happening with YouTube. If we go back 5, 6, 7 years ago, YouTube was the prime place to share videos. Now, if we're looking, we've got so many different places. We have Twitch, we have I can't think of any off the top of my head again, but Facebook now, Twitter is sharing videos, Instagram you can share videos. There's all these places where you can share videos. So the incentive to come to YouTube is dwindling, and if YouTube doesn't do something to address this, the viewer base is just going to go somewhere else, exactly like what happened with BlackBerry in the cell phone market. They all went to Apple. So if YouTube doesn't do something, then all the view videos are going to go to Facebook, or they're going to go to Twitter, or I mean, maybe they'll go to Instagram. I don't think so. All the gaming web channels will go to Twitch. If Twitch was smart, they would release some sort of YouTube-esque video service that just the videos stay on their website, and then Twitch would completely replace YouTube in the gaming community. And I feel like almost all of the YouTube gamers would just go to Twitch because it's a more reliable service. And so basically, if you don't know the issue with the subscribers, it's that people are getting automatically unsubscribed to people, so their videos aren't showing up in their subscriber feed. And there's also a possible visual glitch where it looks like someone is unsubscribed from somebody. So when they click subscribe, they're actually unsubscribing, and so YouTube doesn't even know it's a problem. Now, obviously, this is problematic for many reasons. The first is that you're getting unsubscribed from your content creators that you enjoy. The content creators lose views as a result, and just third, YouTube isn't acknowledging that this is a problem. YouTube has said they've investigated 100 channels of 100 users, of the, I don't know how many there are on YouTube, probably billions of channels, and they said there was no problems. Well, first of all, if it's a visual bug, YouTube doesn't even know there's a problem, because they're going to think that the people are manually unsubscribing. And if every single content creator on this website is saying there's a problem, there is clearly a problem. There's no need to investigate the problem. You need to figure out what it is through asking the YouTubers, through asking people that have gone in the comments and said, I was unsubscribed from you, and I didn't hit unsubscribe, and figure out what happened. Because if they don't do this, more people are just going to leave the website. More content creators are just going to leave the website. And if that isn't a motivation for YouTube to try and get it together as a company, then I really don't know what else is. Because at the end of the day, it is their bottom line that they are losing. It is their viewer base, it is their marketability, it is the ad revenue that the YouTube gets. YouTube gets it. It's the ad revenue that YouTube as a company gets, that Google as a company gets. And if Google doesn't have a company that is profitable, Google will disclose it. Google has so many things going on for it that it does not need something that's losing money. And so if YouTube cannot get it together as a company, if the people working at YouTube can't get it together, then I wouldn't be surprised if YouTube is either bought out, sold, or disclosed altogether. Because right now, there is no marketability on this website. The big YouTubers on the website, the big content creators, think of it as if it was a company, a real life company. I don't like using that word, but a company like a bank. Think of this as all of your executive. The board of executives is all saying there's a problem, and the CEO is just ignoring them, saying, oh no, there's no problem, no problem. That's not how it works. The CEO would be fired. YouTube staff is the CEO. The big creators are the executive. They're saying there's clearly a problem, and the big CEO at YouTube is ignoring them. The staff at YouTube is ignoring that there's a problem. They're pretending there isn't because it's easier to pretend there isn't than address the actual problem. And at the end of the day, YouTube is just digging their own grave, because good content creators will be able to find another network to go to. YouTube, once it loses its network, or once it loses its creators, it will be done. It will be sunk. And so, again, me complaining isn't going to do anything about it, because big YouTubers have been complaining and nothing has been done about it, which is just, it shows the sad state of YouTube affairs right now, that they're focused more on making crappy YouTube rewinds than they are about fixing the issues on their website. In my opinion, it's just sad that they've let the core creators of their website just fall to the wayside and try to become some mainstream pop-esque, like Much Music channel, like video sharing website. That the group generating their views has left, and they have done nothing to try and get it back. But at the end of the day, it is YouTube's decision. They are a private company, so if they decide to dig their own grave, that's ultimately up to them. But I hope you enjoyed this little rant video. Again, I didn't want to record it because I don't think I offer much like individual or unique opinion on the subject. Most of what I said here has been said by somebody else on this website. So, I mean, I didn't want to record it, but I felt like it was good to address it, and it was a good thing to bring up. In case maybe you guys aren't active on YouTube, maybe you only follow a couple of people and they haven't talked about it. So, I figured why not. But if you did enjoy this video and you're not subscribed to my channel and you want to hit that subscribe button, it'd be greatly appreciated. And if you are subscribed and you want to hit that like and that favorite, that would be appreciated as well. The Christmas series will probably be coming out tomorrow or Wednesday. I'm going to have a lot of episodes of this Christmas series to get out to you guys. So I might have to break my 3 episodes a week scheduling to try and get everything out by Christmas. But I have a week and I've already on episode 6 and I kind of didn't realize. So I do got to get it together with that, but we'll see how that all goes. And you will see me soon. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good day and happy holidays.